having an outsider's perspective who can help you move through that and keep moving forward would clear up so much brain space and give you the ability and the capacity to think about the next steps. Welcome to the Breadwinner Podcast. This is the show for sourdough microbakery owners who are building a sustainable, successful, profitable business from their home. If you are already in business or if you're dreaming of starting one, this is the place for you. I'm your host, Caroline Bauer. I own a successful in-home sourdough bakery, and I am here to share everything I've learned that works and that doesn't, plus everything that I'm researching along the way so we can build thriving businesses together. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Podcast. Today's topic is one that is incredibly crucial if you have big goals to grow and scale your business. It's something that's transformed my own life and business, and I am very excited to share some insights with you. So we are going to be talking about the importance of working with a coach or joining a group coaching program. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like you're spinning your wheels, this episode is for you. Today, I really want to convince you that there is no better investment that you can make for your business than working with a coach. If you're anything like me, you have a long list of things that you might want or need to invest money in. Things like more equipment, specialized ingredients, different tools, even marketing costs, not to mention paying yourself after the hard work that you do. It can be hard to allocate money for something that doesn't give you an immediate tangible return like the investment of equipment would. But here's the thing. The fastest way to get from where you are to where you want to be is to work with someone who's been there before and can show you the way. This is someone who can see your blind spot, can call you out on your self-doubt, and hold you accountable when you're tempted to shrink back into your comfort zone. A coach isn't just a cheerleader. They're a guide, a strategist. And sometimes they're the loving but firm voice that says you need to get out of your own way. So let's go ahead and start with the first big question. Why do you even need a coach in the first place? There's so much free information on the internet. You can find the answer to just about anything if you do enough digging. If you're like me, you've probably already spent many hours scouring Facebook groups, looking through all of the comments and all of the threads and gleaning little insights here and there. And as we know, there's not a lot of other information about growing a sourdough microbakery online, things like blog posts, YouTube videos. It's hard to find information in our specialized niche. When I got to the point where I knew I really needed to dig deep to grow my business, I realized that the amount of time that I was spending culling through all of these posts and comments on Facebook groups was not giving me any sort of return on the investment of that time. Things to consider are that there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of irrelevant information, a lot of people just sharing their opinions. So you're going to have to spend hours upon hours to find the tidbit that's going to move you forward. Time is the non-renewable resource that we cannot get back. We really need to think carefully about how we are spending our time. I'm probably not the only one who has whiled away hours scrolling on Facebook groups when I could have been producing a tangible product that I can sell to make more money. So a coach saves you all of that time and energy. They cut straight through the fluff. They have experience. They know how to ask the right questions. And they can give you exactly what you need and when you need it. They help you skip the guesswork and the endless rabbit holes of, will this actually work? Or maybe this will work. Maybe this is the thing to try next. Instead of spending hours to DIY your way through every problem, you can get clear expert guidance tailored specifically to your situation. When you work with a coach, you go from being the overwhelmed business owner with a million questions and nowhere to turn for answers to stepping into the role of CEO of a successful microbakery with a clear path forward, knowing exactly what your next step is. That clarity is priceless. It means you can spend less time searching and second guessing and trying one thing trying the next thing, all that time spent in trial and error. And you can actually just do the things that move the needle forward. All of this is coming from personal experience. About 3 months ago, I made the kind of scary decision to invest a chunk of money to hire a business coach. I had been spending a lot of time wanting to launch this podcast, knowing that I really wanted to serve other sourdough microbakery owners through my own business experience, but getting stuck in indecision, in analysis, in perfectionism, and I would have stayed there probably for well over a year, thinking that I had this idea on my heart, but I just needed to wait for the right time to do it, or I needed to have everything perfect before I could take action. I was just crippled by perfectionism and overthinking and self-doubt. Raise your hand if that sounds familiar. I'm probably not the only one who's gotten stuck in decision paralysis, self-doubt, perfectionism, fear. So I finally got to the point where I realized I needed to do something beyond myself. I was going to stay in my own way and keep myself stuck and take tiny baby steps forward little by little and maybe eventually do the big things I wanted to. But I really needed accountability if I was going to take big action and make a big impact. So coming straight from experience, in the first 6 weeks of investing in coaching, I accomplished so much more than I would have in 6 months if I was trying to do it by myself. I made decisions faster, taken bigger steps, and stopped letting my fear run the show. So my coach helps get me out of my head. She helps me think about the things that are going to keep me stuck, the things that are going to be difficult, the things that will come easy, and the things that will make the biggest impact. She helps me articulate my goals, identify my weak spots, and make a clear plan to move forward. And that accountability and the fact that I've got some real skin in the game, I've invested financially and emotionally, it's been an absolute game changer for me. So my coach doesn't do the work for me. That's up to me. But what she does is tells me the exact action that I need to take. I could spend hours and hours researching, or I could go to my coach with my problems and she could help me uncover the right next step to keep me moving forward. And let's be real, when you've paid good money for guidance, you're a lot less likely to ignore it. I'm so much more motivated because I'm not just letting myself down if I don't take action. I'm kind of letting my coach down too. And that kind of accountability is so valuable. So that's my personal experience. Let's talk a little bit about what a coach could mean for your business. The first thing that a coach can help you do is find clarity on your goals. One thing to have big dreams, it's another to break them down into clear, actionable steps. A coach helps you cut through all of the noise and focus in on what really matters. Coach is going to give you accountability. Knowing that someone's going to check in on you, that you're going to report back to this person every couple weeks and check in on your progress is going to light a fire under you. Even if you're like me and sometimes you accomplish those action steps the day before the coaching call, at least they got done, right? It's easy to let yourself off the hook. But when you have someone invested in that success, when you have someone who's going to ask you about it, you're not going to want to say, oh, I didn't do it again. You're so much more likely to follow through. When you invest in a coach, you're also investing in their expert guidance, whether this is business expertise or specific industry expertise. Coaches have the experience, the knowledge, and the insight to guide you through the challenges that you've never faced before. They've helped others just like you, and they know the shortcuts and the strategies that work. Another really valuable thing that can come from investing in coaching is just a fresh perspective. I experienced this just this morning on my coaching call. I mentioned the economy. If you're listening to this when it's being recorded, we are right here in an election year and there's so much buzz about the economy. But she reminded me that as small businesses, we are not Nike. We are not impacted the way that a huge corporation is. And there are always going to be people who are not affected by the economy. Therefore, there will always be people who are ready to invest and eager to and want the value of your specialty, nutrient-dense, made with love sourdough bread. Anyway, that's a slight sidetrack, but that's top of mind because that fresh perspective for me gave me a lot to chew on and think about, because sometimes when you're so close to your business, it's hard to step back and see the big picture. So a coach can bring an outside perspective and can spot opportunities or obstacles that you might have missed. Again, and along the same lines of that example, is a coach is going to help you overcome your mindset blocks. I personally had a mindset block against sending an email newsletter. I know it sounds silly, but it's something that I have dragged my feet on for weeks. I finally overcame it and sent that email. So fear, imposter syndrome, perfectionism, these can all keep you stuck. It happens to me. They can keep you playing small, but a good coach is going to help you work through those mental blocks, because you're not unique if you're experiencing them, and you're not broken either. You just need help to get past it. So working through those mental blocks with someone who can see the big picture from the outside is going to help you step into the confident, capable business owner that you are meant to be. So now that we've talked about the benefits, let's talk a little bit about the other side of the coin, the cost of not investing in a coach. So think about where you are right now in your business. What's keeping you stuck? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's indecision. Maybe it's just feeling overwhelmed by everything that you have to do. Maybe you have more demand than you have capacity. You're not quite sure how to restructure or how to delegate or what to cut out to make the forward progress that you need to. Let me ask you, how long have you been stuck in this place? If you keep going the way you've been going, where will you be in 6 months or in a year? Will anything really change, or will you still just be running in circles, doing the same thing over and over, repeating what's working, but maybe not taking any significant forward steps, wondering why your business isn't growing the way you want it to? Now, if you're super happy with where your business is right now and you just want to stay status quo, that's one thing. But I'm talking to those of you who don't want to stay where you are right now, who really do want to have a larger impact. Maybe you want to earn more money to serve your family. Maybe you want to get your bread out in the community more and get good bread in the homes of many more people. If that's you, then the truth is staying where you are is costing you time, energy, and money. Costing you the joy of running a business that feels aligned with your vision. Costing you the freedom that comes with predictable revenue and consistent growth. And honestly, it's costing you your peace of mind. If you want to grow or need to grow and you're staying stuck, you're being crippled by fear or decision fatigue or perfectionism, that's occupying a lot of your mental energy. Having an outsider's perspective who can help you move through that and keep moving forward would clear up so much brain space and give you the ability and the capacity to think about the next steps. So hopefully you can hear from me how passionate I am about the impact of coaching. I believed in coaching already, but just my own personal experience in the past few months has absolutely solidified everything that I already knew about the benefits and the necessity of coaching if you want to grow your business. Whether you are a microbakery owner and you want to focus specifically on growing your local business, and or if you want to grow the online, maybe the affiliate or digital product side of your business, either way, if perfectionism and fear and self-doubt and overthinking is keeping you stuck, I highly recommend investing in coaching. There are a couple of options for coaching that are pretty common. The first is to work one-on-one with a coach. And this is what I've been doing. It has been so completely transformative. And the second option, also incredibly effective and usually a little bit more affordable, is to join a group coaching program. This is where you're working with other people with similar goals, similar businesses, similar objectives, and you get the benefit of having the hive mind experience where you're all able to throw everyone's ideas into the ring and help grow together. You get the benefit of the expert who is overseeing the group, but you also get the benefit of growing in community. I'm a big fan of group coaching. I participated in a group coaching program in the past that was incredibly significant to previous business ownership experience. And I've taken that with me into running a bakery and starting this podcasting leg of my business. Regardless of the way you go, look around for a coaching option that feels aligned with your needs and that you resonate with the person who's offering the coaching. Hopefully by this point, I have planted the seed or maybe even fully convinced you of the power behind investing in your business, believing in yourself, and choosing to put money behind the business that you're growing because you know that investment is going to pay off in dividends. So here's my invitation to you. If you're ready to stop letting fear and indecision and self-doubt hold you back, I'd love for you to take the next step. I have a group coaching program coming. It's called the Breadwinner Inner Circle, and it's going to be coming very soon. There is a wait list down in the show notes. If this episode has gotten you excited, has gotten you ready to take forward action, join that wait list. You'll be hearing from me soon with the details about the next steps to join this program. Going to be an opportunity to connect with like-minded business owners, other sourdough microbakery owners. It is the only group of its kind. If you want to find a group coaching program, you're probably not going to find one specific to sourdough. There are certainly other business growth groups available. So that doesn't mean you have to join my groups just simply because it is specific to sourdough. But it does mean that there won't be the extra fluff or explaining yourself to people in other industries. We're all starting on the same level playing field. You'll have support, you'll have guidance, you'll have accountability, you'll have community in a like-minded group of bakers who want to level up. So like I said, that link to join the waitlist is down in the show notes. If you join the waitlist, you'll get an email soon with more information and upcoming details about the launch. If you do want to work one-on-one with a coach, I offer that as well. There is a link also in the show notes to book a 45-minute coaching slot with me. This is where we get to chat face-to-face through the screen and dive into the struggle that you're facing in your business and get you moving forward. I would love to chat with you. I can't wait to help you take your business to the next level. Remember, investing in a coach isn't just about the money. It's about betting on yourself, believing in yourself. This is sometimes hard for us as women to do. But knowing that you have potential and the impact that you are here to make is so significant. You just need to get out of your own way. If you're ready to make that happen, I'm here for you every step of the way, and I'm so proud of you and excited for you. That wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm so honored that I get to spend a little bit of time in your ears each week. If you found this episode helpful or inspiring, take a screenshot and share it to your Instagram story. Tag me. I'm Caroline Bauer, BOWER_sourdough. I truly love seeing the screenshots when you listen to the show, hearing your insights, seeing where you're listening from, and us all getting connected. I love to reshare those posts. If you're not already following the show, make sure to subscribe, leave me a rating and review. That helps other people find the show so they can grow as well. This is the only podcast that is specific to growing a sourdough microbakery. So we need to spread the word because there are people who are spending their hours digging through Facebook groups when they could just be growing in community and getting unstuck. All right, I will be back soon with a new episode. Until next time, happy baking.